Hello there, Oscar. Sorry for the delay in getting your work back to you. Normally we're working a lot faster. There's just been so many students joining us recently. So let's go. The maps illustrate features of the island before and after various modifications. Can we be more specific? After various construction work? Yeah. Overall, while the number of trees decreased, a pier and a lake were created. Additionally, houses, buildings, footpaths and vehicle tracks were built. Good. Firstly, the only natural resource inside the island was affected. Trees were reduced from 8 to 3. Good detail. Nonetheless, an artificial lake was created next to its left border. Despite no other environmental modifications were made, a pier was constructed on the lower border of the island. Okay. It allowed sailing boats to become part of it. No. It allowed, what could you say instead? Become part of it? No. This is better, yeah. This allowed sailing boats to frequent the island. Or this allowed sailing boats to dock, maybe. Yeah, you could say this possibly allowed sailing boats to start docking. Secondly, two groups of accommodation were built in the island. The first one next to the right border and the second one next to the new lake. Genius. Regarding buildings, a mall, coffee shop. Did you say mall or a shopping centre? How do we know it's a mall? Be careful there. We've added information. Yeah? It just caught my eye because this is my material, and we would never have used the word mall. We'd have used shopping centre, British English. But anyway, so we can't infer. All right. Regarding buildings, a large central building, possibly a hotel, was okay. There we go. Yeah. Regarding buildings, a mall, coffee shop, and a 5-star hotel were erected in between the two groups of houses. Okay, that's fine, yeah. So, yeah, we could say regarding buildings, how do we know it's a coffee shop as well? Yeah. We could just say 3 buildings were built. The large central one appears like a hotel. Okay, let's see. Paths for pedestrians were also created and connected the services within connected the services to each other and with the beach. Good. Okay, connected the services to each other and the beach. Yeah. Moreover, another path formed a roundabout connecting the houses located next to the lake. Are they new houses? Yeah. Connected the new houses to the next to the lake. Roads for vehicles were part of the modifications. They helped people travel, or they help, as they still do, they help people travel between the services, from the mall to the pier, and from the coffee shop to the group of accommodation, or to the accommodation by the lake. Yeah. We could even say huts as well. The HUTs, the huts. Excellent work. Yeah. So that's good. That's very, very good, actually. The sign of a good task 1, academic task 1, is that we could probably redraw this information or something similar from your description. And I think that's definitely possible with yours. Be careful with the grammar. Okay, we can definitely improve the grammar. And also, we could also, instead of saying left and right, we could say the western, northern, southern, eastern sides. Yeah? So just bear that in mind. But overall, this is an excellent piece of writing. So good work there. Let's have a look. Over the last 20 years, green energy has become more popular amongst low to high income countries. Good. After this type of energy was introduced, government started to realise its environmental and economic benefits. How do we know it was after? I mean, it's just like one small incoherent thing, because I doubt the government would install it without being confident. If we say realise, it's just like, it's almost like a surprise. Oh my word, it's got environmental and economic benefits. So just bear that in mind, yeah? And we could just say, like, government started to install this type of energy due to the environmental and economic benefits. Yeah? However, after a few years, fear arose regarding its possible danger regarding energy security. We can't say harms. While both sides of this discussion align with my opinion, this essay will describe each of them with examples from two world-renowned entities. Okay, fine. It is widely known that green energy is advantageous for the environment and the economy of countries. Good. Natural resources such as sunlight and wind are the sources of this type of energy, are usually the sources of this type of energy. Okay? I mean, I'm saying usually because maybe there's geothermal, but then you can always argue that geothermal does come from the sun, or did come from the sun way back. But because we're saying sunlight and wind, yeah, I guess we're talking about solar energy. Okay, so, and also we just want to hedge. Natural resources such as sunlight and wind are often the sources of this type of energy, because these are available throughout the world. Okay, because these are available throughout the world, green energy should be cheaper than ordinary energy. Additionally, it was estimated that if this energy were introduced in every household, levels of carbon dioxide emissions would drop by at least 5%. For instance, the government of Sweden enacted a law saying that houses are mandating, just to be a little bit more academic, mandating that houses implementing green energy must receive money. Okay, must receive subsidies if we want to upgrade it. After a 20-year period, the government found that around $1 billion were saved and the levels of CO2 emissions were reduced by 50%. Genius! Therefore, it is beyond doubt that energy derived from natural resources bestows positive effects on the economy and the environment. Beautiful. Good work. Good work. Well done, fusing beyond doubt as well. Excellent work there. Crystal clear argument. Clear from beginning to end. Solid example explaining your claim, building it out. So good work there, Oscar. Very impressed. On the other hand, some people state that using green energy holds. Why do we keep using holds? So just be careful. On the other hand, some people state, what could we use instead of people? Economists, various economists, state that using green energy or relying on green energy, holds, is a dangerous threat to energy security. This statement sounds rather utopic. Utopic? Yeah. It sounds rather idealistic, maybe, because lacking natural resources seems almost impossible. Right, I'm kind of lost now what your argument is. Compared with this one, which is quite clear, it's not the quality of the argument, it's the quality of the communication. And here, we communicated quite a basic, straightforward argument beautifully. Here now, I'm kind of getting mixed up. Nonetheless, the United Nations recently reported that sunlight is close to non-existent in Chinese cities where factories are mostly established. Moreover, they estimated that in 50 years, industrialized, high-income countries will lack sunlight. Therefore, it would be unfeasible for them to produce green energy. This is why people fear that green energy might disrupt energy security. Okay, so I have to reread it because I don't really grasp it, and I don't think it's entirely realistic. Okay? Because if they lacked sunlight, they're going to be like in pitch black darkness, like Norway is during the winter. So I think what we're talking about with energy security is that if it's a cloudy day or if it's windy, then energy supply will drop. Or sorry, if it's a cloudy day or if it's not windy, then energy supply might drop, and this is dangerous. So, but this argument is kind of a little bit complex. Let me just read it again. So the statement around, okay, so yeah, I still don't grasp this sentence. Nonetheless, the United Nations It's such a shame because this one was crystal clear, beginning to end, straightforward. We followed the structure. This one we didn't really, and now I'm kind of lost. That sunlight is close to being non-existent. That's not really believable. Okay, so that's one point. There is nothing wrong with inventing arguments and inventing examples, but they have to be realistic. You know, we can't say stuff like England is the #1 producer of tropical fruits. That's just clearly unbelievable. And I would say maybe this one is slightly unbelievable as well. Not to the extent of tropical fruit, like I just said, but still. Estimate that in 10 years, industrialized high-income countries will lack. High-income countries are not Chinese cities, you know? So it's kind of like, yeah, there's a bit of inconsistency there. In conclusion, green energy does offer environmental and economic advantages, and it seems to introduce a threat to energy security. It's not very coherent last sentence, is it? Because we're going benefit, and another benefit. Oh no, it's not a benefit. So here we could just say, however, it seems to introduce, yeah? Hence, in my opinion, I believe that either the positive and negative outcomes depend on the laws and mindset each government has. That's fine. That's good. That's a good way to finish. So, excellent work there, Oscar. I think we're at the end of the course. If you want to carry on improving, let's see. Yes, if you want to carry on improving, have a look at the links we've sent you. Okay, but you're doing really well, really impressed, and let us know your decision. And there's a special offer included in this link, which is only available for students on the course. If you do, or when you do continue, remember to adopt the same policy of implementing your corrections, sending your corrected work, and checking your essay for mistakes made previously. Okay, let's keep on improving. Take care.